Welcome back to Product Profile. My name is Jeff Slattery. I'll be your host today. We're going to be covering commercial thermostatic mixing valves in today's episode. We're going to talk mainly about the Caleffi LegioMix valve. It's a valve that will cover ranges from 3/4 inch up to 3 inch, flow ranges from 22 gallons a minute up to over 450 gallons a minute. So we've got the right valve for your application. One of the key things that we look at with the Caleffi LegioMix is the fact that it's a ball valve style design. What we're used to with most of the high-low mixing valves out there in the commercial market is a cartridge style mixing valve. They've worked great over the years. There's a lot of them out there still in operation, but they are very expensive to maintain, especially if you have water conditions that are a little bit harsh. We're going to turn around and eliminate a lot of those because of that ball valve design. What's beautiful about that ball valve design is the fact that once a day it's going to go into a self-cleaning mode and actually actuate that valve 180 degrees in both directions. So if there is any scale buildup in there, it's going to go ahead and clean that right off, so you don't have to get a nuisance call for that. It's also going to give us our high flow capabilities. When you're working with the LegioMix, a lot of times that you're going to see that we're going to reduce the valve size. If we look at a mixing valve that is the same size valve as the piping that it's attached to, chances are that valve is oversized because of the flow capacities that we're going to get through this. So always keep that in mind. You never want to size your mixing valve straight to the pipe size. Always go take a look at what your flow requirement is going to be for that valve. You can give us a call. We'd be happy to help you size those out. We're also a fully unionized valve, so this body can be removed at any point in time for service if you needed to. Those unionized connections also give us a wide range of connection options, whether you need NPT, you need sweat, or press. On the valves up through 2 inch, you've got those three options. Above 2 inch, we're going to go into a full flange valve. It's going to be a standard ANSI flange, so you don't need any adapters or anything else. It's going to mount right into your piping that you have. We use a 24 volt actuator on here that has got a quick remove clip, so if you've got to replace the actuator, very simple to do, nice easy repair part if you need to keep one on hand. We give you the manual gauge as well as the electronic side and the control, which is going to give you your mix temperature and it's going to give you return water temperature right in there. The beautiful thing about this control that we love is the fact there's no computer required to program this. When you take it out of the box, it's going to be preset to be a fixed temperature set point electronic mixing valve. You'll go in, you'll set your time and your date, you'll set your temperatures that you want to run at, and this valve is set up and ready to operate. If you want to take it a step further, there are many advanced features that you can pull out of this control if you'd like to, such as thermal disinfection. If you're worried about Legionella, we can go into a timed thermal disinfection mode. Make sure you've got proper mixing valves on your system if you're going to use that option. It's going to be locked out from the beginning, so you don't have to worry about getting in trouble with that. We've also got a feature we can tie into Modbus out of the box. If you need backnet control, we do have a gateway you can tie into that building management system. The control is going to keep an activity log of what's been going on, so if that needs to be downloaded to show somebody what's been going on later on, you can download that information, you can pull all of that. The LegioMix is going to come with all the parts that you need in the box to set this system up. So this is your return water temperature sensor. It's simply going to strap onto the pipe, plug right into the control module, so you have a constant monitor of that return water temperature. This is important if you're using the thermal disinfectant mode, because we want to make sure that we get that hot water temperature back on that return line before we start the countdown to make sure we get a full thermal disinfection. We've got our hydronics guides. If you haven't seen these before, this is great information in here. This is issue number 22, has to do with thermostatic mixing. So this is a great one. You can go on our website, caleffi.us, get all our catalogs in PDF format, and you can download those right there. Great resource manual if you haven't already. Now the controller itself, this has a DIN rail mount, so it's nice and easy to mount anywhere you want. It doesn't have to be right next to the valve. You can move it around. We give you a decent sized cord that you can move that away. We also offer this valve in a full station, so it's mounted to a rack. It's all pre-piped for you, makes your installation a lot quicker. We'll cut down your labor. It's got check valves, all the ball valves in the correct locations, pre-wired for you, so you just got to provide 24 volts to it and the system's up and running. Very simple way to do that. All right, we hope you enjoyed this today. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to having you back on our next product profile. My name is Jeff Slattery. For more information, click on the link coming up or give us a call on the phone number listed on the screen. Catch you next time.